get over.
Oh.
I mean, we're talking about Bill Belichick, who is the greatest NFL coach in history. Right now, Jeff, he's working toward being the worst coach in college football history. That's how bad he is. There's nothing to be happy about. It's an abject disaster. I feel badly for the guy because it seemed like a good idea at the time, but right now, I mean, who in their right mind would want to go play for him?
Oh, grand opening, grand closing for Chapel Bell. Oh, it's not looking great.
I vote for it.
All right,
yeah,
well, listen, it may not need votes the way it's going. I mean, we had Pat Welter on yesterday. You remember a case from WRAL. He was all over this.
Yeah.
And he was telling us, like, it is not good. There was stuff he couldn't even say on air to us because of legalities of things going on. And I'm thinking some of those things that he couldn't tell us were in these tweets. Let's look at these series of tweets from Ali Conley here. All right, per sources, Bill Belichick has discussed buyout options with North Carolina's hierarchy. Belichick has signaled a willingness to trigger his own $1 million buyout if he can find a soft landing with another team, or in the media. No. Members of Belichick's coaching staff, like Jordon Hudson, have already spoken to other schools, I threw that in, that are expected to be in the playoffs and taking on roles during the postseason. From one coach, quote, "The rats are leaving the ship."
Oof,
how about that quote? Some staffers believe a change will come within 2 weeks. But wait, there's more. Reports of serious recruiting violations remain under investigation at UNC. Recruiting and practice violations have already been proven by the school, according to multiple sources. Using recruit violations to knock down a coach's buyout has become a standard practice. If Belichick cannot find a landing spot to trigger his own buyout, he won't. He's expected to accept a greatly reduced compromised rate. Yikes. Belichick's communication with his staff in the past 2 weeks, communication with this guy again, has been described as, quote, weird and distant by multiple members of UNC's coaching staff. Multiple coaches were unable to get a hold of him during the bye week. Oh, my God. From one UNC defensive assistant, what we've done to these kids is bleeped up. Yikes. So UNC had a rebuttal here. Nothing to see here, everybody. I'm fully committed to UNC football and the program we're building here. That's from Bill. UNC Bubba Cunningham, the AD, says Coach Belichick has the full support of the Department of Athletics and University. I'm going to go ahead and translate that to, we don't want to get sued.
Right.
We're working this out. We want to get rid of this guy and his girlfriend, but we don't want to get sued here, so we're not going to put our foot in our mouth. We'll let all these reporters tell you what's going on. That's how I took it.
Well, yes, and PR 101, journalism 101, if certain conversations get ahead of you managing your legal bases, that's where you have to come out with a statement like that, because the bottom line is this is a fractured program. You cannot be the head of a program and have terrible communication, number one. And yes, Bill Belichick has been this guy who has had this bravado about him since day one, but when you are impacting the kids, when you're making detrimental decisions like the Patriots can't do this and the Patriots can't do that, and you're hindering where that might be the best placement for these kids from a non-football school. You're putting so many boundaries and gutters up, impacting your program when you first got there. And probably one of the larger excitements around this, outside of the drama of him and his girlfriend, was like, okay, maybe we're seeing a new kind of Bill Belichick. Maybe we're seeing a less guarded Bill Belichick. And that was supposed to resonate for him to be effective at the college level, because it doesn't translate. And right now, personality's not translating, coaching's not translating, and everything else that needed to happen at UNC, which is already not a football school, isn't working out.
Y'all don't know this, but behind the scenes, I've been holding Lucy back because she's been waiting to unleash on this entire thing. Get him, Luz. Get him.
Because we are seeing a new Bill Belichick. This is not the same guy. This guy is a disaster.
There's poison in his coffee.
Totally. Okay, so this whole thing, even if these two statements, which are unbelievable from UNC, from Belichick and Bubba Cunningham, are true, the whole thing is a disaster. It's beginning to end. If you are a player, which is what this is all about anyway, getting these players and their talent to the NFL, that was Bill Belichick's whole thing with coming to UNC, is like, oh, I'm Bill Belichick. I know what it takes to succeed at the NFL level, to win Super Bowls at the NFL level. Then he bars the Patriots, an NFL team, one of the most prestigious ones, from their scouts coming to the games. The reports about, oh, we can't tweet out our alumni, Drake May stuff. He is blocking these kids off from success, and he is not setting them up for success. What they have said, the quotes, oh, it's effed up what we have done to these players. That is who this is not benefiting. The documentary fiasco. So Belichick now has the same number of wins as canceled documentaries. 2 wins, 2 canceled documentaries. The whole thing is a disaster. And Paul Feinbaum saying, oh, I feel bad for the guy. Don't feel bad for this guy. He did this to himself.
Over and over.
He did this to himself. You know who looks great in this right now? Robert Kraft looks phenomenal for being fed up with this guy and saying, you know what, Bill Belichick sucks, and I can't deal with him anymore. And now Tom Brady, too, all these years saying, oh, it was Bill and Tom. Was it more Bill than Tom? Was it? It was all Tom.
It was Tom.
All Tom. And now Tom can have this, like, karmic revelation of, like, oh, I can just bathe in the fact.
silent moment of just, like, success.
Seriously,
of his decisions.
It's all tumbling down for Bill Belichick. So this is, I think, if you are a Bill Belichick hater, this is a great time to be really watching and keeping an eye on things, because this is just, it's mortifying, first of all, because you have a guy who is the greatest NFL head coach of all time, and now the worst college football. I mean, it is really tough to argue he's not the worst college football coach of all time. Just across the board. Just the record, the Jordon Hudson things, first of all. Jordan's a queen. This is really just putting a damper into my Halloween costume, you guys, because I am going to be Jordan for Halloween. Just reveal that. I am still going to be her. But maybe
sorry,
a spin
I didn't mean to raise my octave there.
I think she could still do it. Just put like a loser sign on. It's fine.
Just an L on my forehead, because what she has, I mean, without her, none of this. I don't want to put this all on
She got
Jordan.
him to college, you think?
The influence that she has had on Bill Belichick, but also he got into this relationship of his own free will, I guess. I mean, who knows? Who knows? But he has made her part of the story. So the whole thing, because when you look at the colors of UNC, you think of Jordan in her outfits. Like, that's what I do. It's all intertwined now. So, unfortunately. So it's just mortifying to see Bill Belichick now be pretty much unmasked as, like, has this always been what Bill Belichick has been? And now there's no one to protect him. So this is really just
Jordan better work on the unemployment color combos, because that's exactly where they're headed. Let's go to Alan in Arizona by way of Lawrence. He's family to the program. He wants to talk about the come up of the Bruins and the downfall of Bill.
Hey, good morning, guys. Wonderful show as always. And yes, Travis, that is what hockey gloves make your hands smell like. Even worse. Anyways, on to some of the things. The Bruins, I am just going to keep a positive attitude. Again, I just want to see progress. I want to see solid play. That if the coaching comes through, which for whatever reason we're always able to hire wonderful coaches, I believe that we'll do that again. Faith in Cam Neely, Don Sweeney, power of positivity. Now, I just want to get to the Belichick stuff. Here is the fact. If you took Bill Belichick's whole career, okay, you bookended it, and you take Tom Brady out of it, he has a .466 win percentage. Okay? The season before Brady took over, we were 5-11. I believe we were 1-3 going into that Jets game. This is who it is proof, and now it's hindsight, fine, but sometimes that's all you have. This is proof that Tom Brady was the world's biggest Band-Aid. More proof to the greatness of Tom Brady. Belichick got a lot of the credit, and at the time it seemed reasonable, but now you can see it's not. And as far as the Jordon Hudson thing, I mean, basically Bill Belichick has told Leonardo DiCaprio, hold my beer. All right. Don't drink too many of them, Travis. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.
I will drink all those beers.
Is that a hold my beer to close that out? Alan, you're a legend.
He's a legend.
Bill and Leo only share one thing in common. It ain't looks. Okay, let's just leave it there.